Rookie of the Month for the first time in his career yesterday. Had a great chat with VJ about that pregame. We'll run that for you at halftime, so be sure to stay with us. Potentially an injury that's going to keep him out for a while last night. Edgecombe can't get that one to go. Barlow tracks down the loose ball. Paul George coming off that great performance on Wednesday and picking up where he left off.
Battling in there with Julius for good post position.
Randall through the hands of Gobert. Takes a friendly Wolves bounce right into the hands of Anthony Edwards.
Shot that little 12-foot baseline jumper.
Maxey had 28 in Wednesday's win in D.C. High off the window for two.
What does this team need? Defense and rebounding.
Showtime, Barlow! Almost like he knew that we were talking about him. The block on one end.
And ask for plays and ask for shots. The rest of the guys would look at him and go, wait a second, you just got here, as Randall responds. But what he has done is he has carved out a position, a little niche for himself.
And over-under. Maxey down to Embiid. And Embiid. All five starters now. Onto the scoreboard for your Sixers. Anthony Edwards has 5 to lead the way for Minnesota.
Yeah, he's just so smooth and wasting very little movement or energy. Everything effective.
Nice ball movement here by the Sixers, swinging it around the horn.
Oh.
And then Embiid took a little too long. Naz Reid with the block there.
Heck of a recovery from Reid.
And then Barlow, speaking of recoveries, a great block on Reid, but then Reid keeps his composure. But again, did not hit at the same time on the jump stop. Maxey with a sensational swat. Dosunmu wins it right back for Minnesota, and then Embiid erases his shot. Does it apiece. Back to Embiid. Favorite spot from beyond the arc.
Oh!
Having a first quarter to remember. Can't get it to go.
That's good defense from Dominic, not fouling Reid and bailing him out, making him shoot over him. We talked about contest shots.
Tyrese Maxey for 2.
Yeah, he's been cold. Missed the first 3, has Naz, but that doesn't mean he's going to be deterred. Ooh, my goodness.
BG showing off the handle and showing off the mid-range shot. After that made free throw, but just said he finally feels healthy.
Yeah.
For the first time since he's been a Sixer, as Randall. DiVincenzo, the last look in this first quarter. 21-19 Sixers.
Ooh, good pump fake.
Wow, great move. Great move by the former 6th man of the year, Naz Reid. Such an important part of this team's success. He comes off the bench, but he could easily be a starter. George, the spin, the fade, and the finish for PG.
Around at what other people are doing anyway. It can be too distracting and take away from the task that you have at hand. So yeah, handle your business and the rest will fall where it needs to fall.
Island jumping in Minnesota after bouncing around first couple of years in the NBA. Bones was a Denver Nugget. He was a Clipper with Paul George. Quentin Grimes short. Here's Highland again.
Fast he is with the ball.
Yeah.
Oh.
And count it. They're going to give him continuation. Foul before that.
A couple
also.
of fouls.
So probably, if you're the Sixers, you don't want to review that.
No.
Just deal with the out-of-bounds play as Highland hits a 3. Against the Wizards, they exploded in the third for 47 points after a dismal second quarter. See if they can bounce back here. Nice move by Kelly Oubre Jr.
Nobody in front of him. Why not?
DJ, the driving kick. Kelly Oubre Jr. from outside. From McFlurry. What else we got? Okay, we're done. Not straight for 3. Reid has it knocked away. Just able to save it. Shot clock winding down.
Heck of a save, too.
Zuma. Highlands. Heaves and hits. Bones Highland.
He'll take all the good breaks he can get.
Now, so another 8-0 Wolves run. Second of this quarter. Quentin Grimes. Great move. Aggressive to the cup. Grimes saves it. Wolves come away with it. Highlands with 3 more.
He passed up the 2 to Edwards, who was filling a lane.
Knew he had to get it across the timeline.
DJ looked like he took his lunch money or something. It's like, dude, we got to go. Give me that.
The bus is coming.
Right?
PG.
They qualify as a rock fight. Both teams shooting in the 30s from the field.
Joel Embiid. Okay, let's hope that gets him. Second half of a back-to-back for Randall and the Timberwolves. They fell to the Pistons in Detroit last night. And Randall draws the contact, hits the bucket. was the Sixers with those 9 blocks in the first half. That is block number 4 for Minnesota. And DiVincenzo hits from the corner.
Yeah, Dante spreading the floor, spotting up on that corner.
Maxey finds his spot and answers right back for the Sixers. Block party still raging here in South Philly. Barlow off the Embiid dish.
Good pass up ahead from Joel.
Maxey's got 9. 2-man game. And Embiid has 2 more. 10 and counting for the big fella. So a double-double for Embiid. 10 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 blocks in his first 22 minutes. Randall's pass deflected by George. Maxey spinning away from traffic.
Nice spin.
Escobar cleared for takeoff. Embiid between the legs. Tyrese Maxey for 2. Couldn't get the reverse to go.
Tried to use the rim as protection. Knew where Gobert was the whole time.
Sixers had been on a little 10-0 run.
Reached back and just jarred that loose.
He's having a great night. On both ends of the floor is Bones Highland. Here is his twin turbo mate. That is the nickname that Ayo Dosunmu and Bones Highland have.
He misses one. 5 of 6 from the line is Joel.
Way to go, partner. Highland heaves and hits another. 4 for 6. Embiid, top of the key for 3. And the Sixers have the 71-70 lead. For Tyrese Maxey, largest lead of the night.
Such a difficult finish, too, with the left hand.
Reed short. Rebound by Maxey. Grimes all the way in himself. Shannon, no. Drummond taps it. Maxey picks it up. Grimes got another. Crowd still in it. We're loud at the end of that third quarter. DiVincenzo. Edge cut into Grimes. Good dish. Oubre count it. And might have. And Andre the rebounds. George.
Good pass.
To VJ Edgecombe for the flush. On April 5th, after just looking awful through the first 3.5 quarters. So, got to play to the final horn here. Paul George, no. Andre Drummond, yes!
His own pace, his own rhythm, and hasn't been able to get sped up at all.
And he misses the bunny.
Yeah, tough shot there by Edwards. He had an easier one.
PG for 3! Those of you who are already on that channel, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate all of you, however and wherever you're watching tonight. Dosunmu.
Not getting the baskets that they desired.
Sixers, though, outscoring the Timberwolves 58-38 so far in the second half. Maxey with 21.
Good ducking.
Embiid, great pass from George. Embiid thought he was fouled. Their last 6 attempts from beyond the arc.
Too easy.
And Dosunmu doesn't finish, but nobody there to block out Gobert. We will have Brickin' for Chicken for the entire 4 quarters tomorrow night against the Pistons, though, so be ready.
Too casual, too casual.
And here comes Minnesota.
Than they were initially.
Edgecombe gets it from Embiid. DJ to his right, to his left, and the finger roll goes for the Eastern Conference.
How about that little swing through at the end to get it up to the glass?
Stay with him, Kelly, don't foul. Dosunmu. Maxey's pass picked off.
Should have kept his dribble and kept attacking.
Randall in for 2. Maxey gets the switch. Kelly Oubre Jr. with a massive 3-pointer. And then George the steal.
The pickpocket.
Get it back to KO. Get it back to him. Good night. Let's also talk about Kelly Oubre Jr. finishing tonight with 21 points.